morning, peeps. It is the 1st of March 2026. It's 5 a.m. and we're on our way to Taupo. We've got a 2.5 hour drive. Stay tuned. This is New Zealand, peeps. Well, where? What do you want to get a photo of? Morning, girls. So we're on the road heading to Taupo, 7 o'clock in the morning. This, peeps, is New Zealand. Lush, green, scenic, absolutely beautiful. The roads, everything about it's easy. It's just like being at home. You good? Let's catch that train. good as it gets. We just pulled up to this little spot to take a few shots, and there's a dead sheep on the other side of the ravine there. Stinks to high heaven. Test 1 2, test 1 2. Well, welcome to New Zealand, peeps. This is the sort of strange things that you see. We're just outside of Taupo, it's just over there. So there's this big ass silver pipeline running along the side of the road, goes for miles. There's all sorts of industrial smoke and shenanigans going on over there, and then there's all this thermal smoky steam bubbling out of the ground over there. Yeah, there you go. Weird thing number 25,000. All right, let the journey continue. Peeps, I give you Taupo, New Zealand. So we've just arrived at Lake Taupo, Craters of the Moon Geothermal Walk. This will be interesting. So this is the start of the geothermal walk. There were signs everywhere back at the entrance about staying on the paths because it's all unstable. Landscapes of steam. Well, that's up on that hill there, peeps. That's that silver pipe I was talking about before on our way into Taupo a couple of days ago. What it is, let me just, are you ready for it? The large silver pipelines seen around Taupo, particularly along State Highway 1 near the Warakai area, are geothermal steam pipelines. These pipes transport high pressure, hot geothermal steam and water from underground production wells to power stations for electricity generation. There you go. Utilising Mother Nature. Alright, this is the start. Let's go do some geothermal. Looks like the ground's on fire, doesn't it? Underneath. Geothermal systems are unpredictable, unstable and dangerous. Areas of activity may shift unexpectedly. Holes may be hidden and hot, and ground that looks solid may just be a thin crust covering up boiling hot mud. For your safety, stay on the tracks and boardwalks. No problem. There's little ferns down in there.
Oh,
look
I
at
feel
it.
the warmth here.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. This is nice.
Temperature rules: heat, toxic minerals and acid soils. Few. How does anything grow here? Truth is, very little can grow here. The ground temperatures at 30 centimetres deep in many areas is hot enough to boil water, more than 98 degrees Celsius, and in some places exceed boiling point at only 10 centimetres of depth. The few plants that can survive are either specially adapted, have tiny tough leaves, or normally grow in much warmer climates. They grow in distinct zones defined by the temperatures in the upper 5 centimetres of ground. Yeah. Crikey, you wouldn't be building a house here, would you? Yeah, this guy's steaming up, isn't he? An unstable hole. Yeah. Sulphur. Yeah, it's not as... It's down there. Can you hear that bubbling, peeps?
To erupt. So this is what they're tapping over there.
All the craters here, except some small collapse pits, are the result of hydrothermal eruptions. This is when a steam vent is temporarily blocked and the pressure behind the blockage builds up. When the pressure beneath the surface is greater than the pressure exerted by the weight of the ground above, an explosion occurs. Hot water, steam, mud and pumice is thrown up into the air, causing the surrounding soil to collapse, forming a hole or crater. Material from these small eruptions may be blown up to 100 metres or more away, leaving behind holes or craters as deep as 20 metres and a layer of fine mud coating the ground. The surrounding area may also slump, creating concentric cracks around the crater. Here we are, peeps. I give you the crater. Jesus.
Oh, sorry.
It's not as stinky as you might expect. Rotorua had quite an odour, but not. You got used to it. It was I don't know, a bit like a neighbour cooking a barbecue too long. Yeah, look at that. See, it's coming from here as well.
The windier it is, the more it
What gets me is Mother Nature at any point, any time, any day could just go boop and blow this joint to smithereens. Colourful clays. Multicoloured clays are often found on the walls and around the rims of craters. The colours are due to the presence of different compounds. Purple is from mercury, pink salmon, mercury sulphide and cinnabar. Yellow, brown and red is from iron oxides. Yellow to grey is from the sulphur, yellow, orange sulphur compounds containing arsenic. Oh great, I was just inhaling that. Red ochre was a red pigment obtained from rich, iron-rich geothermally altered clay. Maoris used to roast the clay and mix with oil various consistencies for the use as cosmetic and paint on waka carvings and buildings. Kokowai was a valued commodity and often traded to cement tribal relationships. Its use declined with the arrival of European paints and dyes. Making mud. Mud pools occur when rising steam containing hydrogen sulphide and carbon dioxide gas nears the surface, cools and reverts to water. The steam water absorbs the gases and becomes acidic. The acid turns the surrounding rock into clay. If there is a lot of water in the area, the soft clay turns to brownish grey coloured mud. Hydrogen sulphide gives the mud pools their distinctive rotten egg smell. It's not too bad though. The pools of mud bubble and burp as more steam and gas escape through them. We can hear the mud bubbling down there, peeps, but we can't see it. Either way, it's still quite a disturbing feeling. Crazy. Crazy. Alrighty, we've arrived in oh, I tripped over on the gutter. We've arrived at Huka Falls, or as the sat-nav likes to call it, Huka Falls. Pardon me, just on the outskirts of Taupo. Let's go and have a look, eh? I got no idea what to expect here. We've had a lot of rain last night. Easy walking track, 3 kilometres, 1.5 hours. Oh, mountain biking as well. This is pretty cool,
Okay, we'll go.
especially if you lived here. So as I was saying earlier, we are, for the next 2 days, nothing planned. Nothing planned, Sharon? Nothing planned?
Not yet.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, look out. Do it again. One more. Happy New Zealand dance. Anyway. Crying out loud. So today's Monday. We're flying back home on Wednesday afternoon. So for the next 2 days, we're just going to slowly zigzag our way back to Rotorua. There's a few things we saw there we want to see. And no plans, no hotels booked, nothing. We might be sleeping in the car. I don't think so. They've got everything here. I tell you what has taken me by surprise in New Zealand, it is just like being at home. Driving around on the roads is easy. The hire car's easy, the people are unbelievable, the food is awesome. But just like at home, you know, you go to some of the interesting, dodgy little joints and the food's a bit ordinary. But on a whole, everything's been sensational. Unleaded fuel's expensive, yet diesel's comparative to ours, so I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, so stay tuned. Here's just by the river again. All right. Oh yeah, did I mention yesterday I did some skydiving? I tell you what, peeps, that's an experience. If you've never done it, 15,000 feet. You are squished up against your instructor buddy, whatever they want to call it. You're not going anywhere. They've got you strapped in. Thank God. The initial part when you jump out, or you actually kind of roll you out, is oh geez, that sun's a bit bright. It happens so fast though, you don't have time to sort of shit yourself. And then when you first start to plummet, holy Jesus. Breathing's from 15,000 feet, understandable. Breathing's a bit hard, but they just tell you to turn your head one way or the other just to get, but you're freaking out. Not freaking out, but your brain can't keep up with what's going on. So you're just Mr. Potato Head for the first 10 seconds, and then you get a little tap on the shoulder, and that's when because you've got your hands tucked in under your your vest, sort of up under your harness type thing at the start. And then he taps you on the shoulder, and that's when you can put your arms out. We went the package where they've got another parachutist coming in taking video of you while you're dropping, so stay tuned for some of that interesting facial expressions. But what an experience, touchdown when you hit the ground is nice and smooth. Yeah, it's one of those things you probably only do it once, but it's bloody unreal. And then we went over to the good old Mrs. Gibber had booked the swing. It was only about 2-3 k's from the airport. It's all one company does all this crazy stuff. Had the swing booked, and then the bungee jump. The swing was, we did it together, and it sort of dropped. You think it's going to swing, but it dropped the initial stage of it. It wasn't that pleasant. There was one off. I wouldn't do that again, but you got to do it once. The bungee jump, Sharon did hers first. Well, she was right into it. Weirdo. I got a bit shaky in the old legs at the start of that. I wasn't that keen on it, but of course, you know, you got to do it. And it's that initial bit, just free falling, but you've got the harnessy things around your legs, so they're nice and tight, so that gives you a little bit of security. It's all in the head. A lot of fun. Oh, there you are. I thought, here we go. We're going down the hill. What are we looking at? Ooh, nice little, looks like a golf course in there. Right on the water.
Now that's the holiday house.
Beautiful. All right, we're going, how much further are we going?
Well, I think we're almost there if there's houses.
Almost where? Where do you think we're going?
I don't know.
Jeez.
Okay.
Sitting in the car driving's much more enjoyable. The couple back there, well, the wife thought she saw the shape of a turtle in the timber.
Uh-huh.
They were American. I said, I think you guys are delirious. Good morning. Yeah. I said, are you sure you're not delirious? The husband agreed. Oh, golly. It's flowing very quickly. Yeah, look at that go. That was the falls where we started. They should just call them rapids.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Time to tune into one of the New Zealand news channels. Don't be rude. Yep. Sounded like a bird. Oh, another bloody stop sign. It's like a natural funnel. Unbelievable. Looks like scraping a dam. Kind of.